Hey guys, how's it going? This is kind of a special midweek video. I'm finally corrected some of the issues that my computer was having, and I don't even want to go into it. It's far too lengthy and deserves a video on itself. But I'm basically making this video because I received a comment on my account profile for YouTube from Ron something or another. His name will be there somewhere down there. Anyways, he basically said, cut some slack for Chelsea. They've only won 2 championships in the last 50 years, and, fair enough. Fair enough. I will cut Chelsea some slack. In fact, I will cut them a lot of slack. And I don't have a problem with them winning 2 championships. It's how they won them that I have the problem with. Sir Abramovich of Russia decided that he was going to essentially buy the championships, bring all these players in of high caliber, high talent level, and essentially, run the table on the Premier League out of money. And, you could come back and say, oh, but look at what Manchester United or Arsenal are doing. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. But it was so blatant, it was so obvious that Chelsea didn't have the existing players or the existing infrastructure for their club to gain a championship that quickly. Now, with that said, full props to Jose Mourinho for taking all these talented players with high egos and developing a championship team in a very short term. Now, when it comes to egos, Jose Mourinho has an ego on itself. In fact, it's probably so large that it couldn't even fit into the building where he is. It's just... Anyways, he's a true credit to managers that he really took all these talented players. Because, you look at the New York Yankees and the American Baseball League here, and, they have all these multi-million players and million-dollar players, and when they don't make the playoffs, oh no. So, but anyways, getting back to Chelsea. Chelsea is, I will say my second least hated or second most favorite of the top four, and I'm not going to include other teams like Tottenham or Everton or anything like that. But of the top four, they're number two. Number one is Liverpool. Dirk Kuyt, he rocks. Dirk Kuyt is amazing, and they got a heck of a team, and I always cheer for Liverpool. But when it comes to Chelsea playing Arsenal or Manchester United, I'm always cheering for Chelsea. I loathe Manchester United. I can't. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend anybody. If you're a Manchester United fan, I don't like them. I cannot stand them. They're arrogant. And Wayne Rooney, you're a sellout. Berbatov, you're a sellout. Just go away. It won't happen, but for what it's worth. Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal's going to be in trouble in a few years. I believe the UEFA has said that there can only be so many foreign players on a team. I think it's like 2011 or 2012 or something. That's just right around the corner. So unless Arsenal's got some rabbit in the hat going to spring it in that season, I think they got Walcott, and maybe they have a few other players who are English players, but they're going to be hurting. But I still don't like them. Manchester United, yeah. Again, Wayne Rooney, no. You're maybe a promising player with Everton, but you sold out. Wanted where to went with the money. And Berbatov, I liked you when you were at Spurs, but you know what? Go away. Go back to Bulgaria. Okay. In terms of Chelsea, getting back to Chelsea, my favorite player is Joe Cole. Hands down, Joe Cole. Hustling, always, giving full effort. Highly admire that, highly respect that. My most improved player, or improved player in terms of my opinion of him, is Drogba, Didier Drogba of Ivory Coast. He is used to take dives left and right. In fact, he could have been on the Ivory Coast Olympic diving team. He was so good at it. And, Frank Lampard, I gained a lot of respect for him last season. He still sucks when it comes to the England national team. I don't know what it is. He just flips a switch and, oh gosh, I guess I just can't play or do anything. But he's a heck of a team player on on Chelsea and one of the best. Um, now the bad side, the downside. The one player I cannot stand on Chelsea, and I don't think I ever will, is, and this says a lot because I used to play in the fullback position, and I can't stand this player, and it's John Terry. And John Terry irritates me to no end, annoys me to no end, and I can't, like him. And I like when he gets red carded, circa Spurs match a few years back, when he said something or another, but then never fessed up to it. Yeah, that's really classy, John. Um, so, and I don't mind. Gosh, what's his name? Ashley Cole. Ashley Cole, heck of a defender. He's got to be careful a couple times. He's going to get caught out moving forward like that. But I will say he's a heck of a player, except when he's trying to center the ball in his own penalty box. Oh shit! And he got too much crap for that. Okay, yeah, it was a boneheaded thing to do, but I mean, come on, you're playing Kazakhstan. What do you expect? So, anyways, so yeah, I don't have really, and then there's all these other players that they come and go so fast from Chelsea. I can't even keep track of them. It's too bad that Sean Wright Phillips wasn't getting playing time, but I guess he's happier now back at Man City, so that's a good thing. I don't know why you guys ever signed Steve Sidwell. I mean, you ruined it for Reading. They got relegated because they didn't have Steve Sidwell. And they had injuries, and Kevin Doyle wasn't scoring, and yeah, a whole bunch of other things. But Steve Sidwell, I mean, I don't see. That's one thing I can't stand about Chelsea. You'll sign up all these players, and then we'll just let them sit on the bench. And of course, Manchester United does the same thing, and it drives me nuts. I mean, they have Tevez sitting on the bench, and they have, who knows, other players, and I'm not a big fan of Tevez anyway. As far as I'm concerned, he could have stayed with West Ham, and everything would have been fine. Um, but anyways, getting sidetracked again. Um, Chelsea, yeah, again, I'll cut them some slack. I'll cut them a lot of slack. If they develop their academy and develop for the future, I don't have a problem with it whatsoever. They keep trying to buy championships, I have a problem. Should Abramovich continue to own the team? Yeah, I don't have a problem with that, as long as he takes his Russian mafia, and keeps them under wraps. In terms of other teams, I think the Spurs are hurting this season. I never would have predicted that they would be in the situation that they are. They just lost to Stoke, and I mean, come on, Spurs, get with it. Bloody hell. In the championship, we got the Wolves. Okay, Wolves are on top, doing very well. And then you got Birmingham, I think, is in second place, and Preston. I mean, my gosh, Preston is always at the top, but they just kind of never do it. I think the year that West Ham got promoted, they finished third, and West Ham finished sixth in the championship, and West Ham got promoted. Got through the playoff system and did it. It's like, come on, Preston. I mean, to me, Preston reminds me of Sheffield United or West Brom. And by the way, I was cheering for West Brom. Even if I am a Wolves supporter. Against Manchester United this last weekend, but nope, not to be. Wayne Rooney and his crybaby antics. It's either, well, I'm going to put my arm around the referee and try to say that I'm mature and civilized, or I'm going to throw a little temper tantrum in the corner and spit at the sideline ref. It's just like, you know what? Grow up. You might be only, 21, 22, or whatever the heck you're 19 or whatever. Grow up. You're a professional football player. Grow up. You got millions of pounds, start acting like it. My God. And if Cristiano Ronaldo wants to leave, hey, door's wide open. See ya. Go to Real Madrid. Go on. Go. Leave. So anyways, now I'm nearing the 10-minute mark, so we're going to wrap this baby up. So yes, I'm cutting Chelsea some slack. I will never cut Manchester United slack unless they completely bottom out for 10 seasons and get relegated, and that just won't happen. So anyways, later.